Yeah.
If you did it about 10 minutes later, I think people would laugh.
You think so?
Yeah, but
Yeah.
that's just my hypothesis.
Well, you're doing a lot of attacking inanimate objects.
Yeah.
Too.
Well,
Yeah, I mean, you just have
the
to
cars,
analyze
too.
what makes stuff funny and what doesn't make it funny. And I think the reason why this bit happened to kind of not work out is because it's too soon.
I need some space.
And the car's immediately after it. But it's still pretty well executed anyway.
It is. I mean, exactly. No, this whole bit is well done. It just comes too soon, I think. And the fact that you keep shooting it is hilarious.
Yeah.
But
Fingers.
Huh?
and that's a great little kick there. I love that.
You never once actually put any ammo into that gun.
Well, I mean,
Not that you could.
it's
but
like I could put a little dart in
You
there.
don't have that little sound effect on there?
What do you mean?
It just made the little click. It doesn't go, phew.
Huh? No, it
No, he
did.
did.
Probably
He's
been
got the
here.
sound
It's
effect.
definitely in there.
Yeah, I heard it.
I would not sleep well at night if I knew that this movie didn't have as many sound effects as it possibly could.
Daniel is very thorough. Your
Thorough Dan, we
thoroughness
call him.
is the only reason it's done
Yeah,
at all.
at the expense of my social life.
Yeah.
It's a price I'm willing to pay.
Yeah.
I'm willing to pay that price too. Daniel's social life.
I like how there are actually 4 cars here, or 5, or many there were.
It's great when you say the car has a companion.
Yeah.
It's got a companion.
If you could see what I just did there, you'd appreciate this movie a lot more, because I just sort of like did a sidelong dive and shot the gun like some crazy action movie, but you couldn't see because I was behind the camera.
The
It
camera
was definitely
operator
a
usually isn't
Class
supposed to do
A
the stunts.
stunt. No one will
Class
ever
A stunt.
appreciate.
Huh?
Yeah, people always get confused by that. It's just I can't cock the gun with one hand, and so I'm always trying to find creative ways of doing it. So that's where that came from.
This is. It gets to be more. This is.
Notice
pretty
how it is
far
now
more.
winter. There are no leaves on the trees, and
I'm
the
wearing a
shirt is
completely
different.
different outfit.
Yeah, that's Discontinuity Man's shirt.
Yeah, how fitting.
Really?
Yeah, that's actually really significant. I never thought of that. Yeah, we planned that from the beginning, putting Discontinuity Man's shirt on.
Yeah, we actually did.
We were. It was foreshadowing a
Right,
little bit.
yeah.
Right, yeah, exactly.
It's right on page 16 of the script that I wrote.
We still don't have a script, do we?
I have a little bit of a script. I wrote a script for that one scene. And like the one we actually used in the shot. But I think that's about it. And actually, I lost the first
I
draft and had to make a new
looked
one.
Oh,
I think it's just because the shirt's baggy.
that's my big scene coming up here.
Yeah, this had like 7 takes. And they're all like improv, so they're all brilliant. And they're all on there, just not in order.
It'd be good if you got one, wouldn't it?
Like how you throw rocks at the cars in some of these.
Yeah.
No one ever sees it.
It's. I mean, the car thing actually finally becomes really funny too when you see the contrast of Paul acting totally like we're being out of our mind and us both flipping out about the cars. It's funny.
Yeah.
Is that I never liked that joke.
The cars.
Yeah.
Well, I mean, you used it pretty well.
Okay.
You waved at them.
No, I was actually pretty pissed off or something. I was like, "What are you guys doing? You look like idiots."
Are you wearing my shoes there?
Am I? I think I
No,
am.
not you.
I don't know, but
Ben.
that is a great little costume he has on.
Yeah, it's fun. That's
I
Ben
was-
Darby's hat. Thanks, Ben. We like stole so much of your stuff for this movie.
Well, Ben Darby is like essentially this character right here.
With the high voice and everything.
I'm playing Ben Darby.
Oh, poor Ben. Yeah, in middle school, Ben kind of had a high voice, and Ben
also
all picked on
was.
him along with everyone else.
He also has a little stutter.
Yeah.
That's a pretty decent grade there. The cards were sliding down and stuff.
Yeah, no, those shoes that Ben's wearing, I think are mine. He ran out
I
of
have
mine.
those same
Really?
balances, yeah.
Okay. I have shoes exactly like that.
These are the lines that nobody ever gets.
Yeah, well, I mean, just listen to the lines. Seriously, there's a lot of crazy stuff going on here that Paul says. It's pure hilarity, but I can't remember exactly what he says. All that stuff like he can't find his own house.
Yeah.
And the factory makes grass.
Yeah, that's not in this take though.
Oh, it's not?
Yeah, it's in one of the
Oh, that's a
outtakes.
good one.
And yeah, like that's in the outtake, but we use that later in the film where you talk about how being dead paid less than the grass factory. So it's alluding to something that's actually not in the movie, and that's how brilliant we are.
It's an outside work, right? You have to
Yeah,
really know our work in order to get
Dual
that.
kill.
I found God and decided that it was bad for us to kill him, so I revived Paul later in the movie.
To revive him?
Yeah,
back to the
remember?
normal shirt.
Well,
Well,
that's Safari Bill's hat though. This is a shot that got so badly mangled when the tape deteriorated that we had to refilm it, and it was so much fun the other way.
Yeah, but it was a pretty big hit at the premiere for some reason.
You can notice that this is also much later in time than the previous scene because it's now the next fall with all the leaves being on the ground and everything.
Yeah, this whole bit is way too drawn out, but I mean, people laughed.
Yeah. I mean, it's pretty funny because it gives him a break, and the whole magnifying glass is a motif that you can use. If you notice the tape on the
There's
machete...
that ring is on my thumb right this second.
Oh, yeah.
Really? Is it your thumb shrank?
That tape on the machete came from an earlier take of this where we were dodging a car and we fell and broke it in half and we had to reattach it. Actually, right there, I taped over that little small segment, but I wasn't about to film it again, so I just when you said headquarters this way, I just left it out and it looked fine and I was done.
16 hours later.
We could have actually bought a real fake machete for this.
But we would have actually had to buy something, and that's unacceptable.
Good point.
Note all the cars in the background that we're completely ignoring.
They aren't necessarily there.